Welcome back to the School of Sports quiz. This week we're sticking with rugby, but we're diving into the engine room of a rugby team. Yes, we're locking horns with the scrum and looking at the forwards. And we're also going to test your knowledge on some of the greatest to have played in positions 1 to 8. We've also got some tough questions on the rules and regulations of rugby. But as always, please like, subscribe, share the video and leave your results in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you've got. We'll also be very impressed if you can achieve 11 or more on this quiz, because then, once again, you'll earn some serious bragging rights. But a fair reminder, this quiz is not for the faint-hearted. So scrum caps on and channel your inner forward. Let's dive in to the first question. Question 1. In what year was the sin bin introduced as a rugby law? Was it 1997, 2001 or 2002? The answer is 2001, but did you know a yellow card shown before this law was introduced was just a warning with no time punishment given? However, it was back in 1997 that James Holbach received the first 10-minute playing suspension, but it was not yet written into the laws of rugby. Question number 2. In what year was the Rugby Football Union founded? Now think carefully. Was it 1870, 1871 or 1873? The answer is 1871. This was when 3 ex-rugby school students, Rutter, Holmes and Matten, helped establish the first set of rugby laws. Now, they were all lawyers, that's why it's not called rugby rules, but rugby laws. Now, question 3, our first question on forwards. On average, how much force is exerted in the average Tier 1 international scrum? Is it 9,500 Newton meters, 16,000 Newton meters, or 18,000 Newton meters? The answer is 16,000 Newton meters. That's the equivalent of being hit by a car at 50 kilometers an hour. The average tackle is 2,000 Newton meters. That makes rugby one of the most brutal games around. But we knew that already, didn't we? That's why we love it. Question number 4. Now think carefully on this one. I'll give you a clue. It was a close score. What was the final score of New Zealand's 2011 Rugby World Cup victory? Was it 10-7, 8-7 or 12-9? The answer is 8-7. Stephen Donald was the hero of the day, slotting a decisive penalty that secured New Zealand a close win over France in the 2011 final. Question number 5. Who is the oldest forward to play a Rugby World Cup match? Is it Diego Ormaechea of Uruguay, Brad Thorne of New Zealand, or Simon Shaw of England? The answer is Diego Ormaechea. At 40 years old, he captained Uruguay in the 1999 Rugby World Cup, and he's hailed as Uruguay's greatest rugby player. So 5 down, how are you doing so far? Are you digging deep into your rugby knowledge? Or let us know in the comments below. Can you tackle the rest of the quiz? Well, let's see. Let's head to the next question. Time for question number 6. Who is the only player to have captained the British and Irish Lions on 2 rugby tours? Who was the first to do this? Was it Peter O'Mahony, Martin Johnson, or Alan Wynne Jones? The answer is Martin Johnson. He was the first in history to to captain the British and Irish Lions on the 1997 tour of South Africa and the 2001 tour of Australia. Question number 7. What is the record for the longest rolling ball in professional rugby? Is it 45 meters, 50 meters, or 55 meters? The answer is 50 meters. This epic ball came in South Africa versus Japan in the 2019 Rugby World Cup, where the Springboks drove Japan deep into their own territory. Talk about making a statement after they lost to Japan in the 2015 Rugby World Cup. Question 8. Which Springbok forward enjoyed the longest international career? Was it Schalk Brits, Urs Durandus, or Victor Matfield? The answer is Victor Matfield, with a staggering 14 years and 122 days as a Springbok international. He played in over 120 test matches. Question number 9. Which forward captained the most test matches in history? Was it Richie McCaw, Sergio Parisi, or John Smith? The answer is Richie McCaw, with 110 test matches as captain. McCaw led the All Blacks in 74% of the test matches that he played in. Question number 10. Which position makes the most tackles in top class rugby? Is it the centres, the flankers, or the prop forwards? The answer is the flankers. They are the most relentless position on the rugby field. They average the most tackles with 90% success rate. The true workhorses of any rugby team. So 10 down, 5 to go, final push, hang in there, keep going strong, continue to dig deep into your rugby knowledge, and we'll see you at the finish line. Time for the next question. Question 11. Which prop forward holds the record for the most international caps as a front row player? Is it A, Gethin Jenkins of Wales, Owen Franks of New Zealand, or Jason Leonard of England? The answer is Gethin Jenkins. Jenkins made an incredible 134 appearances before retiring in 2016. This is a record yet to be broken, and it just shows the durability of a true rugby legend. Question number 12. What is the maximum width allowed for a rugby field? Is it 65 meters, 60 meters, or 70 meters? The answer is 70 meters. The laws of rugby specify that a field cannot be narrower than 68 meters nor wider than 70 meters. It's perfectly measured for those dazzling runs and bruising tackles. Question 13. Which was the first country to win the Rugby World Cup twice? Was it New Zealand, South Africa, or Australia? The answer is Australia. The Wallabies were the first to achieve this feat, winning both the 1991 and 1999 World Cups. It was a great decade for Australian rugby, sadly one they haven't been able to repeat yet. Question number 14. In which year was lifting in the line-out legalized? Was it 1995, 1996, or 1999? The answer is 1999. Under Law 18, lifting was finally introduced in the lineouts. in 1999, and I'm sure many of you would agree that lineouts have never been the same. Final question, number 15. What is the record for the most tackles completed by a forward in a single Rugby World Cup match? Is it 28 tackles, 34 tackles, or 36 tackles? The answer is 28 tackles. This record was first set in 2007 by Terry Dusatois and matched by the Springbok Peter Steph du Toit in the 2023 Rugby World Cup final. 28 tackles in a game, talk about giving it all for your team. How did you do? Did you smash it with more than 10 correct? Or how did you do? Or do you need to hit the rugby books? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video. Have you got any ideas for our future quizzes? Or leave them in the comments below as well. Just remember, keep your head in the game, keep your eyes on the ball, and we'll see you next week for another quiz.